Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I do this dewy, beautiful look. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So the first step is obviously skincare, and here you can see how I'm applying just some moisturizer. If you want to know my whole skincare routine, like comment down below I guess. But right now I'm just showing you guys how I moisturize my face. I use a regular one and then one with SPF on top. So I at least have somewhat a little bit of a SPF on my face. And then I prep my lips as well, so at the end they look nice and plump. The first step to my makeup routine is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I use a tiny bit and just apply it mostly on my T-zone because that's where I kind of need it. And that's where I usually have the biggest pores showing up. And then I use the Aqua Primer Mist from e.l.f. I just spritz it lightly over my face. And then I let it dry at least to 80% and go over with my beauty blender to really just put the product into my skin. Then I use the Skin Paradise from L'Oreal in the shade Medium 1. And I just apply a little bit all over my face. I first place it on my face and then I distribute it with my finger, and then I go over with my beauty blender. If you want like a more coverage, you should use a brush to blend it out, but I use a beauty blender because we're going for a more natural look. I'm gonna use this foundation to just evenly even out my skin and take away most of the redness and like the uneven skin tones on my skin. Then I go in with the Hydrating Camo Concealer by e.l.f. and I'm just applying the teeniest, tiniest bit because we're not going for a full cakey look. Then I'm also using their Camo Concealer sponge, I believe. Yeah, that's that one. And then I just blend it out completely and make sure everything looks nice and blended. Then I go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Bahamas. And I just love cream products, like cream blushes, cream highlights. They just look very good. I'm using this brush. I think this is a color correcting brush, but we're just gonna use it for that, for the blush. I just apply it on my cheeks and over my nose, so it kind of gives me like that sunburned or sun-kissed look. I don't know which one it is, sun-kissed or sunburned. And then I blend everything out with my beauty blender and distribute it and like take away the harsh lines. Then I go in with the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Deep, and I use the darker side to just contour. Now, contouring is not my favorite thing. I don't really do it that much. I'm just getting into it, but yeah, you just apply just a little bit so your face gets a little bit more warmth. And here I'm trying to do nose contouring, but yeah, I'm not really that good in it. And after that, I just blend it out with my beauty blender again. After I've blended everything together, I go in with the Dewy Finish setting spray from NYX, and I really saturate my face in all of that spray. And then I again press it into my skin after it's like 80% dry and just make sure everything is sitting nicely and perfect. Then I go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder in the shade Medium, and I'm using the same type of brush that I used for the blush and apply it specifically underneath my eyes where I used the concealer. Then I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Deep Bronze, and I just use this big brush and just apply it where I used my Wonder Stick, and I blend it out evenly everywhere. And then after that, I go in with this buffing brush or like this separate brush to like just blend out the setting powder that we laid underneath my eyes to set my under eyes. And then I use the Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Risky Business. And let me tell you, this is so pigmented. You don't need a lot, and I just realized I used a lot, so I tried to blend it out quickly. But it didn't work, so I went in with setting powder again. I tried to like cover it up with the setting powder because it was a little bit too pigmented, like too much for my likings. And then I go back in with the Dewy Finish setting spray. And then I go back in with my beauty blender and just pat the rest of it in. And then after that, I go with this ColourPop Sticks Light Stick. I couldn't find it anymore on their website. I don't know if they took it away or something, but just take your favorite highlighter and just apply it onto your highlight points. I like to put it on my nose, my cheekbones, my eyebrow bones, like underneath my eyebrows. Then for my eyes, I go in with the same bronzing shade that I used before and just apply it lightly onto my lid and underneath my eyes. And I also sometimes blend it down to my nose. Then I'm using this Makeup Revolution palette and I just go into this dark brown shade and just use this angled eyeliner brush to make an eyeliner. Then I go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational and apply 2 thin coats of mascara. Also, don't forget the bottom lash. And then I go in with a gloss. I really love the butter glosses. And yeah, that's my makeup look. Honestly, there's not much to it and it's a quick makeup look. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I love you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!